Good morning, children! It is finally fall, and you know what that means. The leaves are pretty and the air is cool, and it is looking to be a fantastic fall. Of course you know I'm lying. It's freaking hot outside, and I have a cold. How ironic. In the hopes that things cool off by next month, I have put together a TBR that is guaranteed, mostly guaranteed, to light my spirits. I would honestly have liked to have done one that covered the whole fall season, but my stack of Halloween reads is roughly the size of a small child, and it's literally looming over my shoulder right now. Honestly, for these, I don't like to know a lot about the books I'm getting into because I like there to be as much surprise as possible. So I'm not going to go into full descriptions because honestly, I don't know a lot about these unless they're like some that, well, you'll see. First of all, this month, and I don't have it here with me, it's actually in my car, which is like way over there, so I'm not going to go and grab it. But I'm rereading Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson this month with my book club, which I'm really excited to read. Brandon Sanderson is one of the greats in anything fantasy. If you haven't read anything by him yet, I definitely recommend Warbreaker. That is like it's a good first one. That was the first one of his I read, and it's definitely a really fun read. I 100% recommend it, and I'm really excited to be rereading it. Alright, so second book on my list, and first book I haven't read yet, is going to be Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I read Circe this past summer, absolutely adored it, one of my favorite summer reads. So I'm excited to read her very first book and follow more on the Iliad side of things, and more importantly from more of a human perspective. I'm excited to get back into her beautiful writing. The third book I'm going to be reading this month is actually for my Book of the Month subscription, so I'm going to be getting that in later-ish this week, and that's going to be Silence of the Girls by Pat Barker, which actually also goes over the Trojan War, so I'm really excited to see different perspectives on this. Honestly, I don't know much about it other than, of course, it does take place during the Trojan War, but it's more on the female perspective of things, which I'm all for, so excited to be reading that one. And then fourth on my TBR is a middle grade because that always pulls me out of these slumps that I'm getting like with this horrible cold, and that's going to be The Wishing Day. This sounds like it's going to be one of those be careful what you wish for things. It's a magical realism book, which I absolutely love, and I absolutely love middle grade too. I am expecting to just completely fly through this. Next is going to be one I've heard a lot of hype around. It came out like last year, maybe 2 years ago. It's called Fates and Furies. It came out a couple of years ago. It's a very popular book in the ways of character study. It is about a marriage, and it's like all of the philosophies and like all of the sacrifices and all of the struggles that come with that. So I'm really excited to read this. It doesn't have a ton of a plot, but I honestly don't need that for a book to be good. I just need good characters. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm very excited to read that one. I have another slice of life coming up that I bought solely for the cover, and that is Wolf Hollow, and it's another middle grade. It's more of a historical fiction. It takes place after the Second World War. Honestly, that is all I know about it. I saw that. I saw the awards. On the inside of it, there's a card that has an autograph. I didn't find it till after I bought it, so that was a really exciting thing. Anyways, I've heard a lot of great things about this book. It's a lot about friendship, and that's about it. That's all I've heard. But look at this cover. I absolutely adore the typography. So pretty. Anyway, right, the next book I'm going to try to read this month is Snow Boy, Snow, Bird, which I read the entire description to because I was just so confused. I still don't know what it's about. I have no idea what to tell you. It might be a sort of magical realism telling of Snow White. It seems very odd because everybody has very strange names. The lead is a woman named Boy, and then there's a kid in it named Snow, and another kid named Bird. So it's gonna be, so not knowing what this is going into, I'm excited to pick it up because Snow White retelling, I think, That's all I have to say. And next on my list, I picked up from a pretty solid recommendation. Somebody told me that it was a lot like the book The Virgin Suicides, which I read last year. It was very good, very sad. But since I like to torture myself, I'm fine with reading another book like it. That is The Guineveres, and it's about 4 girls named Guinevere. That's really it. I think they grow up like in a convent or something, and it's maybe another one of those stories about friendship. I'm really excited to read this one. I absolutely loved the cover. I know my crappy phone camera doesn't do much justice, but it kind of has this thing going on with the colors where it could be either a braid or flames, both. I have a feeling it's probably going to be dark. Of course, being compared to The Virgin Suicides, it's probably going to be, but we'll see. And last on my list is one that's been around for a while, like a very long while, and that is The Green Mile by Stephen King. And it's terrible. Literally the only reason I bought this. Inside of it came a prize, like a freaking cereal box. Like, I'm not even kidding, and I'm now officially the coolest kid on the block with my Green Mile screensaver floppy disk. It's great. I don't know where I'm ever going to use this, but it just cracked me up, and it's terrible because this is literally the only reason I bought this book. So I'm going to try to do this purchase some justice and read it. Well, it's in these lovely digestible chunks, which I'm really excited to read. I think I'm going to do like one a day while reading other things. Not only that, I absolutely adored the movie to it. I know this is going to make me cry buckets and buckets of tears. Another reason I need to read more Stephen King. Yeah. And then what I was going to add to my TBR, I finished before I could film. So I'm probably going to be talking about Station 11 at my end of the month wrap up. Was it good? Was it bad? We don't know. Actually, you can't find out because I already wrote a quick review on it on Goodreads. But anyways, that's so that's literally it. I have a few other books I'm going to try to fit into this month. Don't know if I will. I'm already like up to 10, which I typically do anyways per month, but I feel like it's going to be a little busy from here on till Christmas. So I'm going to try to whittle down my October TBR. I'll be able to show that to you next month with all of my fun spooky books. I'm looking forward to it getting cold because it's still so freaking hot. Without further ado, awkward intro. Did I say awkward intro? Awkward outro. Running like Niagara Falls. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Give me a sec.